this is gonna be a little bit controversial. How should we start today's video? Hey! Alright guys. Here's a statement. League of Legends is a great game.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay, I know. These are my own thoughts, these are my own reactions. League of Legends is a great game. Okay, maybe there are some things that just make it not a good game that, like, if you were to take out, it would become an amazing game. I'm looking at you, Yon and Yasuo. The rest of the cast can stay. You two gotta go. And the community. Okay, hear me out. Seeing as this is a 5v5 game, can we just take out chat? Just take it out. Take it out the game. And yes, I know alt/mute all is there, but like, imagine if you just didn't have it. It would make the community 100 times better. Pings are a thing. Apex Legends has pings. Nobody can use the freaking chat in it. Well, people can use the chat in Apex Legends, and they have TeamSpeak. You know what? Why don't we just have TeamSpeak already? Like, I decided to play one game today for Summoner's Rift, and halfway through the game, it wasn't like we were losing the game. It was just a difficult game, and the Olaf decided to tell the Yon to go sell his champion and that he's trash. So Yon decided we're just gonna solo push for the rest of the game. Fuck team fighting, forget the dragons, forget the solo pushing as Yon in a team-based game where Yon is all about those team fights. But you know what? I'm just Renetta Glass. I'm just trying to keep everybody alive. It gets so frustrating when one person can just throw the whole game for the rest of everyone. Yes, you'll have your games where everyone will be nice and everyone will be chill and everyone's on the same page, but then you have those games where it's just a toxic cesspool, people are pinging, not for anything useful, just pinging the question mark. Take the question mark ping out the goddamn game and replace it with the exclamation mark ping. Please, because the question mark ping doesn't mean what it's supposed to mean. It doesn't mean missing. It means, why are you being a dumbass? This is starting to turn out to be less than a review and more of just me ranting about why I hate this game. League of Legends is a great game. Tilt is a real thing. Tilt is when you just lose focus and nothing matters anymore. League of Legends is a great game. For those of you who don't know and have been living under a rock for the past 11 years? Yeah, I think it's been going on for 11 years. Yeah, for the last 11 years, League of Legends is a Moba, derived from a mod from World of Warcraft that spawned Dota 2, Dota 1, Heroes of New Earth, no one plays that shit, and then League of Legends, the game that everyone should know and most people have probably played, and if you haven't played, can I be you? So League of Legends is a MOBA. It's a 5v5, team-based, not a death to the... No. It's a 5v5 on a map. Sometimes you have 3 lanes, sometimes you have 2 lanes. Sometimes you have a jungle, sometimes you don't have a jungle. Where the objective of the game is to destroy each other's towers and destroy the other person's nexus. Doing so is a lot harder than it sounds. Yes, just destroy some towers, destroy the nexus. That sounds easy. Well, it's really not. Because in your path is another team who has the same objective and who might have a little bit more coordination than you. It's so simple. It's like Apex Legends, super simple. You have a gun, kill the last man standing. That's it. Become the last man standing. League of Legends, it's like it's like 5D chess sometimes, where it sounds so simple, but then when you add in rotations, jungle timers, spawn timers, when you kill the enemy, sometimes the enemy spawns back, and you kill them at the wrong time. Oh no, dude, there's just a lot going on in League most of the time, and once you've played, it's a very difficult game to master, a very easy game to learn. The fundamentals are simple. You have 200 and God knows how many champions. Each character has different playstyles, different abilities, unique voice lines, different skins. You basically, well, I'm not gonna say no two characters are ever the same, because recently there have been a lot of characters that are completely the same, which we will talk about in a little bit. My frustration and why I quit League. The objective of this game is to defeat each other's nexuses, killing each other, destroying each other's structures, taking dragons, taking barons, killing creeps, and destroying the other person's nexus. That's basically the general gist of what League of Legends is. It is a very easy game to learn. There's a bunch of good things about League of Legends. I know this is gonna turn to a rant because I have so much passion about this game and what I would have loved to have seen from it growing up and what didn't come out of it. And from the fact that the launch page that you start on, the client is trash, to champions that honestly should not be in the game, or abilities that just break the game to the point where characters that are not fun to play against.
If you're enjoying today's video, do consider hitting the like and subscribe button.
Learning and playing this game is two separate things. So learning this game, super simple. You don't have to fully understand anything about this game to play it. Learning a character is super easy. You just get the gist of their mechanics, how they farm, how they play, their movesets. But mastering this game and understanding fundamentals, understanding timers, understanding when you should be doing things is a lot harder to master. But all of that is, those things are fine. Those things are great. Those things make this game super fun, because you continually want to push yourself and make yourself better, because there's so much to learn. The learning curve in this game it's like exponential, because there is more and more and more to learn, especially when they keep changing the game, which is fine. Change the game, make the game more fun. You do not want a game that is just static, especially with a live service game like this. And the fact that everything is free besides skins, even the champions are basically free now. As long as you are playing, you are earning something, which is super, super great for a game like this. I can think of something like Apex Legends, where you can put so much time into that game and still not unlock all the champions unless you put money into it.
Hello, editor here. You can actually unlock all the champions if you play the game without adding your money, but what will be hard is for you to unlock all the skins without putting real life money.
League of Legends is not like that. You do not need to put out money at all in this game. The loot boxes, the crafting system that they've implemented makes this game where you can just focus on enjoying and getting better at League of Legends. What is frustrating about this game is the community. The community is what makes you not want to play League of Legends. Not the champions, not the brokenness, you can deal with broken champions, you can deal with a broken client, you can deal with patches that don't make any sense, but you cannot deal with a person who is actively making your game worse, which is what League of Legends is. Yes, making games worse is in every single game. There will always be people who will want to make your gameplay even worse. But League of Legends is known for its toxicity. It's known for people just coming on and having a bad day and taking it out on other people who have nothing to do with them having a bad day. It's... And the fact that I would have loved to have said, okay, it's not every single game. It's not every single game that you're going to have a person rage, or even just say a remark that makes another person semi-quit the game. League of Legends is a great game. My other downside with League, and what makes it not a great game, mind you, League of Legends is a great game. Standalone, by itself, it's... If I told you, hey, here's a game that free to play, everything is free, playing the actual game is just you bettering yourself, that's fine. There are dragons, there's towers, there's a nexus, there's 240 characters. Alright, I think I'm just ranting at this point. But the community just... Oh, you know what? No, I'm fine with Riot coming out with new skins every week. I'm fine with them coming out with new characters every week. Even though a lot of the characters I do not agree with. That's just me being old, and I like old things. I love Annie, Garen, Darius, the original champions from season 5 to 6. Those champions, amazing. The new champions that are coming out, not so much. Because I feel like they break the game too much. But it's not really breaking the game. I'm just not willing to learn these new champions' movesets. And eventually every game has to go through power creep. So a game like League, its power creep is just to make the champion, the new champion that's coming out, way more, not broken, but way more, do a lot more stuff than the original champions. Have 20 passives, have 30 abilities in one kit. That is what creep is for League of Legends. Card games, the creep in card games is this one card is allowed to basically just blow up the field by itself because free and there's nothing you can do about it. Or in Apex Legends, I mean, I guess even in Apex you'd have the creep of where eventually, if you're going to continue making new champions, the champions that you have to come out with are going to have to be so fundamentally different, which means that it's going to eventually break the game because you're going to create something that is going to break the game. That's just how it is. So I'm fine with them coming out with new champions. I'm fine with them coming out with new characters. It's just, there needs to be a fine line between good champions and patching. And I don't think Riot is bad at patching their games. I just think there are some very questionable patches that they come out with that they don't immediately hotfix for the game. And I guess that's just me being stingy. League of Legends is a great game. The community is just what makes it horrible, in my opinion, because I cannot deal with toxic people. I go to work to deal with toxic people. I don't come home to play a game to deal with toxic people. No thank you.